Today's question comes from Trevor in California. I'm 28 years old, single, on baby step 4, and earn $400,000 a year. How do I leave the golden handcuffs of a lucrative career in tech sales to transition to a career in luxury residential real estate? This is my true passion, but I have no idea where to start. Well, he's making really, really good money, but Dave, the challenge with moving into real estate, whether it's luxury, I don't know why I'm struggling with that word, or regular homes, if you will, is you can't do it part-time. I've talked to a lot of experts. I don't know if you defer on that opinion, but you kind of at some point have to go all in real estate sales. Now, he's making a lot of good money, so he could save a good chunk and kind of pad his stats, if you will, so that when he goes to luxury real estate, he's all in and he's not really hurting for money. But that's a save and then get qualified and then dive in. But I don't know. Luxury real estate's a whole different ball game, very exclusive. You know more about that than I do as far as how unique that particular side of real estate sales is.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't just dive into that, do you?
You
Isn't
can.
it work your way up?
You can. You don't have to start selling cheap houses to sell expensive houses, but you've got to have some knowledge of that marketplace and knowledge of dealing with that type of clientele. So what I would do is I would join a luxury real estate team part time.
Yeah.
And get your license under you, get some of the prereqs, the legal prereqs behind you. Get out there, be moving around, do some transactions on a part-time basis. Because the good news about residential real estate is you generally work for a situation like this. It's not good news overall, but good news. You generally work when others don't. Because people can't look at a house during the day, even luxury. Sometimes they can if they're transferring or whatever. But I mean, they're going to look at houses at nights and weekends. And so, the exception of somebody coming in from out of town or whatever, that kind of thing. But you can use some of your PTO. You can do some other stuff, work around, and just work a 40-hour week is all at your current position, and take your nights and weekends and the occasional vacation time, and take 6 months and get up on the on-ramp a little smoother rather than just jumping off the high dive and hoping there's water in the pool.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah, and then but it is going to end up being where you're probably not going to get the boat as close to the dock as I would like.
Correct.
Meaning your luxury real estate income up to close enough to your tech before you make the jump. You're probably going to have to do the thing you're talking about. There's a little bit of a step of faith there.
Yeah.
But just going cold turkey, it takes 6 months, 3 months just to get up and moving.
That's correct. And
you can do all of that on a part-time basis much more efficiently. Yeah. And not lose that chunk of income.
That's correct.
While you're doing that. But yeah, I think you make the transition. It's a weird time to do it. The good thing about the real estate market slowing down is all these people that just went and got the real estate license because real estate was easy.
Yeah, they're going to fall off.
They're the first ones to leave. Last in, first out. And so it culls out the underproducers. It culls out a hard time, a recession. A slower real estate market calls out the agents that are not rock stars, that are not the best of the best. And so, because you got to pay to keep the licenses, the realtor fees, the MLS fees, all that stuff. It costs if you're not making money in the business. It's not something you can just park it and sit there. So it really does push people out of the business in times like this. So it is a good time to make this transition versus trying to jump in while everybody's riding these waves. It's like, lately it's been like going surfing in the middle of a hurricane.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, it's just, there's a lot of waves.